Chosen one, pause and listen carefully. Being single isn't a punishment. It is preparation. It is not a reflection of your worth, nor a sentence of loneliness. God kept you alone all this time for a reason far greater than you have imagined. Every delay, every not yet, every night when hope felt heavy or unanswered, each of those moments was shaping you, refining you, and aligning your heart, mind, and spirit for the life, love, and purpose that is divinely destined for you. Have you felt that quiet frustration, that subtle ache of longing, or the shadow of wondering why timing hasn't yet brought the one who complements your soul? That ache is not despair. It is a signal from heaven whispering that you are being prepared for something far more significant than you can currently see. Chosen one, your spiritual journey, your battles, and your unseen victories have not been in vain. God has been sculpting your character, strengthening your resilience, and illuminating the depth of your self-worth. You were never meant to rush into a connection that misaligns with your path. Every moment of waiting, every season of solitude, was a deliberate act of divine orchestration. Your heart has been learning patience, your mind has been learning discernment, and your soul has been learning alignment. And chosen one, before we go deeper, pause for a moment, hit subscribe, and comment amen if your spirit is already responding, because this message is about to speak directly to you. Take this as a sacred acknowledgement of your readiness, a step into recognizing the divine rhythm that has been guiding your life all along. Look back, chosen one, and see the patterns. The people who came but weren't meant to stay, the opportunities that didn't align, the doors that remained closed. All of these were not coincidences, but divine instructions. They were lessons in self-respect, spiritual discernment, and emotional readiness. God kept you single to ensure that when love, partnership, or opportunity arrives, it matches your frequency, honors your growth, and amplifies your purpose. Chosen one, lean into this truth. Let the weight of waiting transform into understanding. Let your patience become power. The period of solitude was never a void. It was sacred space, a divine classroom where your heart, mind, and spirit were being readied for alignment, blessing, and the life you were always meant to receive. The message you are about to hear is prophetically timed, personally delivered, and spiritually calibrated to reveal why this wait was necessary. The clarity you have been seeking is finally arriving, and it will illuminate everything the waiting was preparing you to receive. Chosen one, take a deep breath and let this truth settle into your spirit. One of the greatest gifts of being single is often unseen until the moment of reflection. Being alone gave you the chance to strengthen your relationship with yourself. It's easy to underestimate the power of solitude, especially when the world tells us that fulfillment comes from another person. But the reality, chosen one, is far deeper. God kept you single to guide you into a sacred intimacy with your own soul, a connection that is the foundation of every healthy, lasting relationship you will ever have. Being single allowed you to understand your worth in a way no relationship could. Without distraction, without compromise forced by someone else's expectations, you learned the depth of your own value. You began to see yourself as more than a partner, more than a label, more than a reflection of another person's desire. You became aware of your intrinsic dignity, your spiritual power, and your unique essence. Have you noticed how your perspective has shifted over the years? How you no longer settle for less than what aligns with your soul? That awareness did not appear overnight. It is the result of seasons of solitude, moments of reflection, and quiet encounters with your own heart. In the stillness of being single, you also learned your needs, boundaries, and true desires. Without another's presence shaping your choices, you began to recognize what nourishes your spirit and what drains it. You discovered what excites your heart, what calms your mind, and what sparks your soul. You learned to say no without guilt, to prioritize your peace, and to recognize the subtle whispers of your intuition. Ask yourself, how often have you felt fully aligned when making decisions alone, without external influence? That clarity is the gift of this season. That clarity is your preparation. Chosen one, The beauty of this self-awareness is that it creates the blueprint for all future relationships. When you know yourself deeply, your worth, your desires, and your boundaries, you no longer look for validation from another. You attract connections that mirror your value instead of compromising it. You enter relationships whole, not seeking completion, but offering presence, strength, and aligned energy. God kept you single to ensure that when love arrives, it does not disrupt your foundation, but instead amplifies the strength and peace you have cultivated in your solitude. So, chosen one, recognize the sacred purpose in this waiting. Every moment alone has been a spiritual apprenticeship in self-love, discernment, and authenticity. Every tear, every quiet night, every reflection has been teaching you to honor yourself first. When you finally step into a relationship, you will do so not from need or fear, but from a place of power, clarity, and alignment. And that, chosen one, is why this season of singleness was never a punishment. It was preparation. Your foundation is built, your worth is known, your soul is ready. And as you continue to honor this sacred intimacy with yourself, you are stepping into every future relationship with the confidence, wisdom, and peace that only God's timing and preparation can provide. Chosen one, lean in and feel this truth settle into your heart. One of the deepest reasons God has kept you single all this time is not merely to wait for the right person. It is to heal the parts of your heart that have carried old wounds, hidden pains, and unprocessed experiences. Every heartbreak you endured, every disappointment that left a scar, and every moment when love seemed to slip through your fingers was not wasted. These experiences were sacred lessons, gentle, or sometimes harsh invitations from the universe to cleanse, release, and restore your spirit. Have you noticed how past relationships sometimes leave shadows in the way you trust, the way you love, or even the way you see yourself? That is exactly why this season of singleness has been necessary, so your heart could relearn how to beat in alignment with truth and divine timing. Being alone allowed you to confront your emotional baggage without distraction, without pressure, and without compromise. It gave you the quiet, sacred space to examine the pain that lingered in corners of your heart, the betrayals, the regrets, the misunderstandings, and to release them fully. Ask yourself, chosen one, have you noticed how the remnants of old heartbreaks sometimes sneak into your decisions, your trust, or even your expectations of love? God's wisdom knows that if you enter a new relationship carrying these unhealed fragments, the next connection cannot flourish. Healing is not optional, it is foundational, a spiritual prerequisite for the love, alignment, and peace you are destined to experience. God keeps you single not to isolate you, not to punish you, but to restore wholeness in your heart. Every tear you have shed, every night spent in quiet reflection, every whispered prayer for love has been a step toward healing. Your heart has been learning to trust again, to open fully without fear, and to recognize what is real versus what is merely familiar. Can you feel how that subtle strength has been growing in your soul, like roots digging deeper into fertile soil? That strength is preparing you to love from a place of wholeness rather than need, wisdom rather than expectation, and freedom rather than fear. Chosen one, this is the beauty of divine timing. When the heart is truly ready, past wounds have been acknowledged and released, and limiting beliefs have been dismantled, love will arrive, not as a fleeting illusion, but as a reflection of the healed, aligned, and spiritually aware person you have become. Your readiness is your greatest gift. The wholeness of your heart is the key that unlocks relationships that are genuine, nourishing, and divinely synchronized. So pause, chosen one, and honor this sacred process. Every moment of singleness, every quiet reflection, and every prayer for healing has been preparing your heart to receive love that resonates with your soul, not just your longing. God is aligning you, refining you, and protecting you from settling for less than your highest good. And when the time comes, your heart, fully healed, fully whole, and fully aligned, will recognize the love that has been waiting for you all along. Your healing is your preparation, your heart is your temple. And in this sacred readiness, God is orchestrating a love that matches not only who you are, but who you were always meant to become. Chosen one, pause for a moment and let this sink in. One of the most profound reasons God has kept you single all this time is preparation for the right person. Not just anyone, not someone who temporarily fills a void, but someone whose presence resonates with the frequency of your soul, the rhythm of your purpose, and the alignment of your destiny. Have you ever wondered why timing never seemed to match your heart's desire? Why the right person never appeared exactly when you wanted them to? That is not a flaw in your journey, chosen one. That is divine timing in action, carefully orchestrating every step so that you will meet someone when your heart, mind, and spirit are fully ready to embrace what is truly meant for you. Being single has been a sacred positioning. God is not in a rush because he knows that love, when forced or premature, can bring misalignment, pain, and distraction from your calling. Instead, he has been calibrating your energy, refining your discernment, and strengthening your foundation so that when the right person enters your life, everything aligns naturally. Ask yourself, have you noticed how relationships in the past often faltered because you were still learning, growing, or healing? Those experiences were not failures. They were lessons, carefully designed to prepare you for someone who matches your energy fully, without compromise. Chosen one, preparation is not passive. It is active, spiritual, and sacred. While you have been single, your soul has been expanding, your values have been clarified, and your heart has been anchored in divine alignment. You have learned what you will accept and what you will not. You have learned to recognize true energy versus illusion. And you have learned patience, the kind that whispers, I will wait for the one who truly belongs to my life, rather than chasing what only appears to belong. Can you feel that wisdom stirring inside of you? That quiet power that grows stronger every day? That is the fruit of preparation. God delays what is not right so that you can be positioned perfectly for what is. Your next relationship, when it arrives, will reflect not just compatibility, but harmony, purpose, and spiritual resonance. It will not distract you from your path. It will enhance it. It will not leave your heart questioning its worth. It will affirm it. And chosen one, this is where you begin to understand that timing is everything. The right person will come not too early, not too late, but exactly when your heart is fully aligned and ready to receive what is meant to stay. So as you continue in this season of singleness, recognize the sacred purpose behind it. Every day spent alone is a day of preparation, positioning, and refinement. Every lesson learned, every boundary honored, every ounce of self-love cultivated is a divine signal that you are ready, and when the right person appears, it will feel effortless, natural, and unmistakably aligned. Chosen one, your waiting is not a delay. It is a divine setup for a love that is profound, purposeful, and eternally synchronized with the life you were always meant to live. Your patience is your power, your preparation is your blessing, and your next love will not just meet you, it will meet the fullness of who you have been carefully becoming all this time. Chosen one, pause and feel this truth resonate in your soul. One of the most overlooked reasons God has kept you single all this time is to develop independence and strength. It is easy to assume that love completes you, that partnership fills all gaps, or that happiness is only possible when someone else validates your worth. But the reality, chosen one, is far more sacred. True love flows from wholeness, not dependency. Being single is not emptiness. It is training. It is preparation. It is the divine act of fortifying your heart, mind, and spirit so that when partnership arrives, it does not consume you. It complements you. While you have been alone, you have been learning resilience. Every challenge, every disappointment, and every moment when life demanded patience has been a spiritual rehearsal in strength. You have learned to navigate your days without leaning on someone else for approval. You have learned to trust your own judgment, to honor your boundaries, and to meet your own emotional needs. Have you noticed how different your perspective is now compared to when you used to seek reassurance or approval in relationships? That clarity, that inner authority, is your spiritual armor, built quietly, steadily, and without compromise. Chosen one, independence is not isolation. It is empowerment. It is the freedom to pursue your purpose, to cultivate your passions, and to honor your own rhythm without fear of judgment. Confidence is not born in convenience or comfort. It grows in solitude, in self-reflection, and in the ability to stand strong while the world waits. Ask yourself, how often have you surprised yourself with your own capacity to handle life's uncertainties, make hard decisions, or embrace challenges alone? That is the growth God intended. That is the foundation of strength that will make your future partnership stable, grounded, and mutually empowering. Strength in singleness also nurtures discernment. When you rely on your own clarity, you no longer accept toxic energy or misalignment disguised as affection. You recognize consistency over promises, alignment over convenience, and respect over attachment. This is a preparation your heart could never receive if it were dependent on another person. Divine wisdom knows that a relationship built on dependency falters when challenges arise. But a relationship built on independence and spiritual strength thrives because both people enter it as whole, capable, and confident. Chosen one, understand this sacred rhythm. God keeps you single to fortify your inner foundation, to sharpen your self-respect, and to allow your spirit to radiate strength and clarity. Every day alone is a lesson in resilience. Every trial and triumph is a step toward confidence. Every quiet moment is a chance to align fully with your own energy before sharing it with someone else. So embrace this season. Stand firm in your independence. Honor the strength that has been growing quietly inside of you. When love finally arrives, you will not enter from a place of need or fear, but from a place of wholeness, clarity, and empowered alignment. Your independence is not a gap to fill. It is a gift that ensures every future partnership is sacred, stable, and divinely orchestrated. This strength, chosen one, is your preparation for love that honors not just your heart, but your entire life's purpose. Chosen one, pause for a moment and let this settle in your spirit. One of the most profound reasons God has kept you single all this time is to align you spiritually and emotionally. This season is not a void, nor is it a period of missed opportunities. It is a sacred pause, a divinely orchestrated interval where your mind, heart, and soul are being prepared for the depth of connection that only the right person can bring. Have you felt moments of restlessness, longing, or confusion during this season? That is not a sign of emptiness. It is a sign of preparation, a subtle divine nudge reminding you that the right love cannot enter until your inner world resonates in alignment. Being single has been a period of soulful calibration. Your mind has been learning clarity, to recognize truth from illusion, to discern energy, and to understand what truly matters in partnership. Your heart has been learning patience, to love without attachment, to trust without desperation, and to honor its own pace. And your soul has been learning alignment, to vibrate at the frequency of your purpose, to embrace self-worth, and to hold space for what is authentically meant for you. Ask yourself, chosen one, when was the last time you truly felt at peace with your heart, independent of another's presence? That peace is the sign that alignment is taking root. God uses the single years to prepare you emotionally as well. Every tear you've shed, every moment of doubt, every season of longing has been teaching your heart to recognize what nourishes it and what depletes it. Emotional alignment is the ability to enter a relationship whole, not seeking someone to complete you, but to complement and elevate the love you already carry within yourself. Have you noticed how your reactions, choices, and expectations have shifted over time? That is spiritual alignment unfolding quietly, deliberately, and with precision. Chosen one, this alignment is the cornerstone of every healthy, sacred partnership you will experience. When your mind, heart, and soul are in harmony, you attract a love that mirrors your values, your energy, and your purpose. You no longer accept compromise that dims your light, nor do you chase connection that misaligns with your calling. Instead, you step into relationships with clarity, confidence, and spiritual resonance, ready to give and receive love at the level you were always meant to experience. So honor this season. Recognize the sacredness in your solitude. Every day spent single is not wasted. It is preparation, purification, and alignment. The lessons, the patience, the self-reflection, all of it is shaping you into someone capable of a love that is profound, balanced, and eternally connected. Chosen one, when the right person finally arrives, it will not be by chance. It will be the meeting of souls already in divine alignment, hearts already whole, and spirits already prepared for a connection that honors the fullness of who you are and the purpose you carry. Your alignment is your readiness. Your patience is your preparation. And in this sacred season, God is orchestrating a love that is not just meant to be experienced, it is meant to transform, elevate, and honor the totality of your being. Chosen one, pause and allow this truth to sink into your spirit. One of the deepest reasons God has kept you single all this time is to teach you patience and trust. This season is not a punishment nor a sign of inadequacy. It is a divine lesson, carefully orchestrated to cultivate faith and timing far greater than your own understanding. Have you ever felt the weight of waiting, the tension of longing, or the ache of unanswered prayers? That is not random. It is a sacred invitation to learn the rhythm of divine orchestration. God's timing is never late, never early, and never careless. It is precise, prophetic, and aligned with the fullness of who you are meant to become. Being single has been a spiritual classroom in trusting the invisible guidance of the universe. Every moment of delay has been a chance to release control, to surrender your desire for certainty, and to recognize that the life and love you are waiting for cannot be forced. Ask yourself, chosen one, how often have you rushed, compromised, or accepted less than your worth because your heart was impatient? Those moments were lessons, preparing you to wait wisely and love without desperation. Delays teach you discernment, patience, and the art of trusting that what is meant for you will arrive at exactly the right moment. No sooner, no later. Patience is not simply waiting. It is active spiritual preparation. It is learning to cultivate peace in solitude, to refine your inner world, and to align your heart with divine truth rather than fleeting desire. While others may rush into connection, you have been learning to anchor yourself in certainty, clarity, and spiritual alignment. Can you feel the subtle shift in your understanding? That quiet trust, that calm knowing that the universe is working on your behalf. That is the fruit of this divine patience. It is what separates fleeting infatuation from lasting, soul-aligned love. Trust, chosen one, grows when you see that every delay, every not yet, every closed door is a sign of divine protection. The right relationship will come when your heart is ready, when your spirit is aligned, and when the timing perfectly matches your purpose. God's wisdom is in every pause, every unanswered question, and every moment you feel the tension between longing and surrender. Those pauses are sacred space where your heart learns to wait, to trust itself, and to trust God's orchestration. So embrace this season, chosen one. Every delay is intentional. Every moment of waiting is sacred training for the love that is already being prepared for you. This patience is not passive. It is empowering, refining, and spiritually transformative. When the right person arrives, it will feel effortless, inevitable, and divinely aligned because your heart has learned to trust, your spirit has learned to wait, and your soul has been prepared to receive love that is not only timely but eternally harmonious. Your patience is your preparation, your trust is your foundation. And chosen one, in surrendering to divine timing, you are being positioned for a love that will meet you exactly where you are, fully ready and perfectly aligned with your highest destiny.